Welcome back to Crime, Cocktails, and BS. We've been on a little bit of a break, so we're diving back in, and we have the lovely Jenny Blaze here with us from Bravo and Blaze podcast to talk about the Summer House reunion part 3.
Yes. I honestly, Jenny, so happy to have you because your takes on everything is just chef's kiss. Thank you for keeping us entertained, both on Instagram and Threads, especially.
I just joined Threads not too long ago, so
And thank you for joining because we needed it.
Alex is obsessed with Threads.
You guys use Threads because I use it like a little differently than how I used to use Twitter, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just kind of at first was just kind of like random thoughts, so a little bit more like Twitter in that regard. And then we did a live thread of an episode of Summer House when after
Like
the
streaming?
scandal. No, so
Just live.
yeah, just going for it, and it that was really fun to watch people interact. Yeah.
That's the most fun.
Yeah, that's been kind of the best part. And then, some of our Instagram posts like you do too, we put over there
Yeah.
too, which is nice. Yeah. But I like the community a lot more on Threads.
Well,
So
I mean, things have changed so much since I started Bravo and Blaze. Like Twitter was where most people congregated, and Threads didn't even exist back then. But then a lot of people migrated to Threads because of Musk.
yeah.
And I totally got that. Like, I understand that, but I'm also I'm really stubborn when it comes to learning new things. And I was like, I really don't want to learn a new platform. Plus, at the time when Threads started, it didn't allow you to use hashtags or have a community. And I was like, what is the point of this? This is the most ridiculous platform ever. So I just stayed away and I was like, I'm sticking with Twitter. But then I noticed a shift in Twitter, not only when everyone first migrated, there was still some people lingering, but I don't know if people are still over there anymore. I kind of just left.
It's all bots or something. They're all just
It
weird,
didn't seem like
paid.
people were engaging. And like you said, Alex, doing live threading, when the shows are actually live, that is the most fun to me. That's what I started doing before I ever had an Instagram podcast or anything. And I would have a blast doing it. And I still do.
Yeah. And it's fun also when the cast gets involved. And
Yes.
it's a great segue into actually talking about Summer House too, is they are on it.
I love it.
They're following everything.
And KJ.
Yeah,
Those three are doing a superb job.
They really are. And it's been such a wild ride, especially obviously after the statement came out and all that, but finally seeing Kyle's genuine emotions come out about all this and him commenting randomly on people's threads, and I'm like, yes, Kyle, please. And to think we've literally started the season being Kyle's gonna come out as such a villain, this is
So weird.
Waiting on Kyle so hard before this season started, and I don't want to take away from the negative qualities he has or has exhibited, but yeah, I'm rooting for him now.
Yeah, same. I'm buying his merch and shit. Who knew?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think my Carl's a Mess stuff finally arrived, which I'm excited about.
Did you guys get any Carl's?
Yeah. Kaisa got it right away.
Guys, about Threads and social media. So with Summer House, we have Ciara, Kyle, and KJ really active, and I love it. However, on other shows like Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, for example, or even Beverly Hills, they get fined sometimes if they are posting things. So, and I think with Salt Lake City, they got, there's something in their contract where they're not allowed to use social media as part of their storyline or whatever. So I was wondering if you guys have ever thought of where is the line? When is it fun, Kyle, Ciara, and KJ, and when is it too much?
I think for me, when it's something like this, like a Scandival or the whatever term they've finally come with Amanda and all that. When it's so out of Bravo's control and there's no way of reeling it in, and Bravo clearly learned from Scandival how to monetize off this better, like with this new bonus episode we're getting, like
Yeah, that's wild.
And yeah, I think that's where they're like, you know what? Let's let them the protagonists of this kind of run with it.
Yeah.
And whereas I think with Salt Lake City, like we saw last season, them just kind of, I mean, they ruined a lot of the plots by just coming out and stuff. I think that's where the line's drawn when a scandal or something comes out mid-season, it's kind of like they can't control it. They got to kind of run with it rather than, Heather Gay or whoever it is coming out and like ruining storylines as they're airing.
Yeah. Well, what if so you have our protagonists who are active on Threads right now during the Summer House scandal. What if, because we know West is doing his podcast, which is so annoying.
Didn't even know he had one, by the way, until
so gross.
Yeah. I'm like, why is this man? Why are there clips on my feed?
Yeah.
But Amanda's she's just done the opposite and is
continuing with that fun, thinking it's funny.
Yeah. But what if Amanda and West were engaging the way that Kyle, KJ, and Ciara are? Would we like that? I don't know. What would happen? When does Bravo step in? I think Bravo should definitely be like, West, we're gonna say no on the podcast.
Because he's talking about stuff he did not want to talk about at the reunion, and he refused to talk through.
It's insulting. If I was Andy, insulting. I would be like, "You're fired."
Yeah, he should be fined or something. I don't know.
Something. Yeah. Maybe not fired. Maybe not fired, but yes.
I think there should be limitations. I first of all do not like when the stuff comes onto the show from social media, their gossip or leaking things. That stuff is so boring. So I think there should be some sort of limitation. But it is fun, right now, seeing all these other people engaging. So I don't know. Maybe there has to be strict rules about what you can do. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I want to see from a higher level. Right now, Summer House is it's fun. Lindsay's engaged too, so that's fun. But I think we need to have some kind of guidelines around the social media behavior of people on these shows because it can get out of hand sometimes.
Yeah.
But I love it right now.
It's great, but I don't know how you guys feel about this last part, but I kind of agree with when Lindsay came back on stage with her wine glass and was like, Andy, I haven't learned anything.
Here's the thing. Do you guys think Andy was he stopped conversations when we started getting into those storyline details where he could have pried. We all wanted him to ask follow-up questions, but he didn't. I'm wondering if he's doing that so that people watch this follow-up episode and maybe that has some more information in it. I don't know. It just felt really weird. The Brianna chicken fry thing, we didn't dig into that, at all. And that's all people wanted.
Did they know that they were going to do a bonus episode when they filmed the reunion?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Because they know this information.
Yeah.
This is important.
Yeah, we're going to need the dates shown as to when these conversations happened during this bonus episode, they've been doing within the city, showing us when they did the Amanda confessional in May versus when they did back in March. And it is weird because they filmed it. I need to look back we need timelines all over. But Lindsay said that she had a talk with Amanda or was going to have a talk with Amanda when she was on Watch What Happens Live the first time with her Miha horsehair necklace, which was so good. Then the second time when she was on with Kyle was saying, well, I'm supposed to be having a talk with West tomorrow, which we now know was post reunion filming. So obviously they knew that that was being filmed and for this. So I don't know if they knew during the reunion, like more things were happening. But I mean, Kyle was the one also asking more questions. Like Kyle was trying to.
Mia.
Honestly, I wish she was
Let's
on.
let Mia host. I was like, Andy
Yeah.
doesn't have stamina for this. He's clearly like burning out. Let's have Mia host it. Come on.
Yeah.
Also, Lindsay said she was like kind of hosting herself during the filming, and Andy had to kind of like reel her back and be like, okay, let me get this back on track. So, yeah, I don't know what Andy's intentions were, and that's why I'm wondering if he knew already that they were going to be filming bonus footage, which is fine either way, but I still want to know because that changes things, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and then when he was saying to Lindsay, like, we have a hard stop at 7:30, I'm like, you guys have filmed my friend.
Why did they say that?
Yeah, my friend's a
Yeah.
makeup artist for Rhode Island, and she was like, it was a 12-hour ordeal. She was like, we were there for all
Yeah,
day.
they just keep going until they're done.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Having
It
a hard
felt like
stop.
he was derailing it like a little bit, trying
Yeah.
to stop that conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. So it definitely. I also watched the uncensored version on Peacock, and when it only said it was 48 minutes, I'm like, you're joking. Like, how is part three only 48 minutes when we haven't even really gotten into like the real nitty gritty? And we just were ending an episode with Kyle and Ciara on FaceTime with Mia being like, we're going to bring it up. Can we call you on stage? Can we do this? And that also makes me wonder then, did they know that Ciara and Mia were going to like have a bonus thing?
Yeah, because then in the bonus footage, there's a scene with Miha. And did you hear what Mia said? Wes texted her after the reunion and said, "You win."
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
that's crazy.
Ew, I can't stand
He's
him.
psycho. He
Yeah.
is so
Right?
psycho. Yeah.
What do you guys think when you even see him on screen? Because it's like almost Jax Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't listen to anything this person says. He clearly is like a compulsive liar. He's extremely manipulative. Like, why are we even entertaining this?
Yeah. As Lindsay said, he's a pathy. Pick which one, but he absolutely is.
Everyone I've watched, I had my sister watch the show for the first time. She had never seen it, and she was like, "Everyone wants to bone this guy? Like, he's disgusting. He's like a
Repulsive.
short little
Repulsive.
dweeb." That part where Andy asked if they were monogamous, and Wes, you could see him like, he was like, yes, and then he kind of like processed that other women would come out and say something about him fucking them, basically, and he said, wait, after the statement, not when we expressed our feelings. So he like had to clock that, and then Amanda did not know that. She was looking at him in shock.
Yeah. Well, there's
It's
clearly
a
a lot
crazy
Amanda
situation.
didn't know.
Yeah.
Amanda said she's never been sent any of his dick pics. I'm like, one, that's embarrassing to find out on stage when clearly he's been sending them to everyone around, and you're.
She's like looking at his phone in front of her ex-husband. Like, what is happening?
Also, like, everything was a conversation that they'd already had, or like they've had many conversations, and it's like, okay, then, and it's like Ciara said, she's like, when does the lying stop, and what actually happened in these conversations? Because all you keep answering at is, you've had conversations. Like, that's not an answer.
And
That's
I have a lot to think about. She
Yeah.
kept saying, I have a lot to think about.
I did like that Lindsay was like, you have to think about this now? Like, you haven't thought about it before the reunion? When?
Or she hasn't
All of the
watched the
process of
last like
friendship.
4 episodes of the show. Like,
Right.
Kyle
She
was even
hasn't.
like, I forced myself to watch this, and I'm watching my marriage deteriorate. But you're the one who's moved on with one of my closest friends, and you can't bring yourself to watch it. But you can like be in a, can you like a situationship with him and like do all this stuff? I don't know. That part to me was wild. I'm like, how can you go to work unprepared?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know how to even empathize with Amanda at all. Like I'm usually the person, like, when there's any kind of conflict, I try really hard to put myself in both parties' shoes so I can really understand, well, like, okay, there's nuances here, like maybe they didn't know everything, maybe they're weak or they're in a vulnerable state, but like with Amanda, I really cannot put myself in her shoes at all or see any of her points of view. Like, one, I still can't get over the fact that anyone is attracted to Wes, like you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
It's just like insane. But then also, for me, even if I'm not close friends with a female, even if we're just like acquaintances, I like that thought of dating one of their exes, like automatically is out of my head. It's like I can't even think of that. Or if like somebody were to bring that up, the first thing that my head would go to is I would start thinking about their ex and that I
Yeah.
know them or something.
Right.
So I can't even, I really don't get it. Do you guys have
Well,
any clue what is going on in this girl's head?
so I think she's just like, it's like an arrested development situation, sort of. And that's the only thing I can give her is that, like, she is basically, like, in high school, we did shit like this. Like, people did
Yeah.
shit like this.
Yeah.
But you're immature, you don't have the experience she has. So there's, like, a little bit of that. She's just very immature. And they've been kind of clouded by this, like, weird reality TV, like every action benefits you type thing. So that's the only thing I can give her. But they're sociopaths, in my opinion. Like, it's sick.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Jenny. Like well, I really tried empathizing with her at first, being like, "Oh my God, I can only imagine." Like, clearly he was there for her during that last summer, and Kyle, we all know that what their marriage and relationship has looked like, and we all went into this season being like, "There's no way they're going to make it." Like, we know their marriage is deteriorating, and Kyle's an asshole. That's how the majority of us were
Yeah.
thinking. But I agreed. I mean, Mia came with receipts. She was like, there's this scene when, like, you were totally content with us in the kitchen, and then the second you see Wes, you start crying. Or, like, you go outside while Kyle's fighting with Carl, and Wes, like, essentially grabs your boob from behind. Like, they were noticing things. Things were happening, and then it kind of makes you feel like, was she always kind of, like, using this as an exit plan? Unfortunately find her to be one of those women who doesn't think she can, like, stand alone. Like, she's
Yeah, for sure.
someone else in order to feel like she can actually, like, be away from Kyle. And I think there was no one else. I don't think there would be anyone else. Like, I don't think she would have met a random guy and been like, you know what, this is someone I can, like, move on to quickly and leave my marriage for. I think clearly they were having an emotional affair in some capacity and was like, okay, I can move on to West and it'd be fine. And clearly she didn't care if he was, like, sleeping with other people and, like, doing all this other stuff. Because she's sitting on the couch being like, we've had many conversations of him being with other people, and she's looking stupid, and they're calling her out for looking stupid. And her being like, I have so much to think about. But you already put out the statement, girl. You guys are already, you're spitting into his mouth in Rome. Like, what are you doing?
Okay, wait. Let's think about this. Amanda was not a cast member. She was brought on with Kyle as...
Oh, yeah, season 1, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So did this all start at the very beginning? Is she just an opportunist that's been just riding Kyle's fame over the years? They had no sex life. It seemed really awful the whole time, honestly. There were some good times, but I feel like she doesn't give a shit about any of these people. And she's just, like, riding that fame.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's upsetting.
I mean, it's just like how Lindsay correlated it to Wes coming on the show, using Lindsay to get on the show, and then using Ciara, and now he didn't have use for Ciara anymore, so now he has use for Amanda. And I thought Dara's beautiful monologue that she got to recite twice on the second part was, like, she just made so many good points, and it's like, at this point, they kind of are the same person in the way of, like, how are we going to continue using this show to keep us moving forward? I mean, if I were Amanda, I would maybe try to rethink, because all of her brand deals are gone. Like, Edie Parker dropped her that day, like, within hours.
Yeah.
Like, the Buffalo Wild Wings ad did age like milk, like, all of these things. But West is somehow still coming out more unscathed in a way.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
So
I
annoying.
think I don't know exactly what Amanda's intentions or motives were from the beginning. Like, this is a long-term scam. But with West, it's not as long-term. And I really do think that he manipulated everything from the very beginning. I did this like 13-part thread where I was saying why I believe Wes Wilson is worse than Tom Sandoval. Not saying that this situation is worse than Sandoval, but as a person, I do believe that Wes manipulated and planned. It was premeditated, if we want to talk in
Yeah.
true crime terms. Like Tom Sandoval is more like a second degree.
He just like wanted to bone.
Yeah. I also like to think of double dutch. Okay, so you know double dutch with
Yes.
the jump ropes. Like I picture Tom Sandoval like accidentally walking into a double dutch and like being like, "Oh, there's people watching me. I should figure out how to do this." And oh, look, I figured out one trick. And like that's his extent, right? But then you got Wes Wilson, who before he even goes to the park is studying double dutch YouTube tutorials. And then when he feels ready, he maybe networks and talks to people that he knows loves double dutch, finds the double dutch, and he's like, going back and forth, like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump in. And then finally he jumps in into Summer House, fully knowing what it means to be on reality TV, because let's be real, reality TV is not the same today as it was 10 years ago when Amanda and Kyle started. So West had already seen like what 7 seasons of Summer House, 6 seasons, where he's seeing that Lindsay went from a PR publicist or whatever to an actual, she's calling herself an influencer.
Yeah.
And I get that vibe from West that he just wants to be an influencer. He wants fame. He's clout chasing. He has, remember when Paige said after his first reunion, she goes, "We live our lives and the cameras are there.
Yeah.
You live your life for the camera," or something along those lines. And it's like, yes, that is spot on, because what does Wes Wilson do? He doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
He is in media. He is trying to be like the male Kim Kardashian or something. It's so weird.
It's so weird, and there's such a lack of genuine behavior on the show. Like, and just for an example, at the reunion, him sitting next to Jesse sobbing and saying, if I were sitting next to him, I would be wrapping my arms around him. Like, everything is so, like, performative and disgusting, and, like, he's just like a robot performing.
I mean, you're watching KJ and Jesse break down because of Wes's actions, and Ben calls it out and is like, we had a bro system, like we were all together and you broke it.
Like, and I'm glad Andy asked, like, no offense, but are you guys on beta blockers?
That is an out for Wes. Beta blockers do not make you like have zero emotion.
Did you see Ciara's thread?
Of course I saw it.
Yeah.
She made very valid points that it doesn't beta blockers don't remove your emotions. They just like physically block like the physiological effects of being like anxious or whatever. So
I take them because I have anxiety speaking.
Yeah, I have
so,
beta blockers too.
It's
and like
great.
I still cry when I'm upset.
Yeah, emotions still exist when you are on beta blockers. And I just
shake a little bit.
Yeah, I just
it's not racing as much.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then I love Ciara's like last part of it was like, there's other things in the DSM-5 too. And I was like, yes, girl, call it out. But yeah, it was but you could tell in that moment Andy just seemed annoyed that both of them just had like no emotion, no regard for anything anyone else was saying. It was just like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, you're clearly, whatever is going on here, like, you're not actually participating.
Yeah, they're checked out.
And that's clocked it at the very beginning. He was like, you guys are calm.
Yeah.
Walks away.
Also, Amanda's like, I wish they had given us an actual like amount of time she took a break.
Yeah.
Because to me, it felt like the longest break in a reunion ever. Like I was thinking back to like when Danielle Staub took 2 breaks from season 2 reunion of New Jersey, when Ramona stormed off. Like we've seen people storm off, but like I don't feel like anyone's taken that much time.
I also don't feel like anyone's been handled with kid gloves the way
Yeah.
that Amanda Batula was during this entire reunion. They're like, just let her go and we'll keep asking questions and like, oh, we'll skip over this because Amanda's not here. It's like, excuse me, why?
Yeah.
The only reason she walked off was because she admitted, yes, it's embarrassing that I'm with West.
Yeah.
And Mia agreed with her and that she couldn't handle that. So she got up and walked away. Like, are you kidding me?
I think that's how she got here. Like, she's been handled with kid gloves her whole life. Her parents spoiled her. Her friends have, like, enabled her. Everyone has treated her like a little baby.
Parents.
Yeah.
I think her parents do enable her a lot because how do you get married and not know that you have assets? Didn't she say that? She's like, I didn't even know I had assets. Oh my God.
She has such a financial pad to fall back on. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God. My second generation, my mother's an immigrant. So like to hear something like that, I'm like, you disgust me.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And to think like she's gonna get this future she wanted with essentially going back to young Kyle, but like a worse version of Kyle, in my opinion. Like, I don't know what you're doing.
She's not gonna get it. He's outie after they're out of the spotlight. I think he's just done.
Yeah. Someone was saying it. I think maybe it was you, Kaisa. I think I've read it other places too. They're like, one of them's gonna enter rehab and it's gonna end by the end of the year, and like. But I also agree with Ciara in the way where she's like, you know what? Actually, Amanda's kind of the perfect person for you because like she'll let you do whatever you want. And when Kyle was like, yeah, that was harsh, I was like, but it's the reality of the situation, man. Like she kind of let you do whatever you wanted for a long time, and now she's gonna let Wes do the same.
100%.
Question about Kyle. Do you guys think? So he was very, like, he supported Amanda through that whole reunion. He was very kind. He did not need to be kind. He was very kind. Do you think that's about love? Like, yes, he still loves her, but I think he had some questions that were, like, about their careers as a cast group. So I wonder if he's mostly just worried about the career ending. Like, in the city ending, all of this other stuff. I don't know. Do you guys think he still loves her? What? I don't know.
I don't know why he's
Are all these people fame hungry?
I think Kyle is being soft with Amanda because everyone else is going so hard on her. I don't think he's the kind of guy who would be okay with piling on, especially when like he is the only one out of everyone who is legally tied to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still has to get through a divorce, and
true.
As someone who's gone through a divorce, I can understand like trying to keep the peace while you finish paperwork. So maybe that's why he's handling her with kid gloves. I don't know. I don't think he should worry about the future of Summer House and in the city with or without Amanda though, because like he really didn't. I don't think either show would be affected if she left.
No.
I agree. And I think there's also this now with everything and all of this evidence, it's giving Kyle a resurgence in some way. Like
he's so lucky.
He really is. Like Loverboy is obviously doing a lot better.
Gosh.
Like both of these shows he's on like are getting great reviews and ratings. Like he's DJing everywhere. Yeah. I guess he's possibly dating Sally from Southern Charm, which I mean, choices. Him and Craig buried the hatchet. Like things are happening for him. And I mean, the People magazine article that came out this morning, like it sounds like this post-West talk that we'll see next week. Like he's like, Amanda has a boyfriend now that can come and help her pack a car.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's like over it now.
Yeah, it seems like he wasn't. Like, I don't think anyone has really felt satisfied with the ending of the reunion, and we're now seeing it. Or Kyle's the one who's really like speaking about it more publicly, and Ciara is in Fiji now. She's going to be on Dancing with the Stars. I'm like, you and Ariana both doing Love Island stuff. This is great for us. Like
I
her
love it.
Nexus ad came out today. I'm like, you are just doing.
Ciara's killing it. I think
She's
she might be doing
incredible.
more than Ariana
Oh,
did
for
at
sure.
Hannibal.
Definitely.
Yeah, she is. And I think she's gonna continue doing well. It's
Yeah.
not, I don't see like a fade out for her from it either.
No,
Like
I
she's
was
just,
actually wondering why she hadn't blown up like this already,
yeah,
but obviously this scandal really, projected her into stardom, and I'm so happy for her because she deserves it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
totally. And
Agree.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna ask you guys this because I've been seeing it a lot on threads. Like, obviously, she's very close with Paige still, and on Giggly Squad, they kind of talked about how there's been group chats and conversations and stuff. And then at the last Culturistas Awards, they all sat together and talked. But like, Paige really hasn't said anything about it on threads. People are like, why is Paige so silent? Like, do you guys think, not just as her friend, but like as a past cast member, she should like say anything with what she knows and has experienced, or do you think it's like fine that she's
I
kind of
think
just being a
Paige
supportive friend?
Yeah, I think Paige is probably doing the right thing because for her personally, I think she wanted to remove herself from the reality TV life and having people know her personal business. And I think her commenting on Summer House just kind of like brings her back into that space where people feel like they can speculate on her personal life. And we know she's dating this new guy that she doesn't really want to talk about or be out in the open about. So I think for her on a personal level, it's like a no brainer. She's like, no, I'm not going to talk about it. On the part where it's like, okay, but Ciara's your really good friend, and so is Amanda. I think she made it clear that she's on Ciara's side and no longer speaking to Amanda. And I think that's kind of all she needed to
Yeah.
do. At least like as far as what the audience and fans are wondering about, I think she did enough, to be honest. Like, I think she's trying to keep her distance from all of that, which I don't blame her because I think it was about time.
Yeah, and I don't think fans expect her to, really, anymore.
I mean, we definitely would love to hear what she has to say, but at the same time, I totally understand why she wouldn't.
Totally.
Yeah. And I think the last thing too, and we all use social media here, obviously. This might be petty, but Amanda's
Love
excuse
it.
of like all of my posts are the just suggested songs for me. Like I just click. I'm like, girl, that's bullshit. When we post, I can tell you right now, I go and I look through and I'm like, what song is like either in my head when I made this post or like what's gonna work
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
well. Every single post she did, she knew exactly what she was doing that whole time. Even Ciara was like, you ended it with that one that was like, this is how much I care. I'm like, it, there was just like so much bullshit. And I think that's also why this reunion, like this last part felt so unsatisfying. Because,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, because another thing, okay, so I think that Amanda was posting all those things, knowing what she was doing, but not ever thinking she would get caught.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And I really loved when Mia asked, what were you guys gonna do? Like, were you gonna keep this a
Yeah.
secret? Were you like, tell us the truth? And they gave some bullshit response. So we really don't know, but like that's what I want to know too. What the fuck were they thinking when after the first kiss or whatever? Like that should have been a moment where they're like, okay, we need to like really decide what we're gonna do here because if we do pursue this in secret, there is a chance it could get out. And then what do we do? So like it's hard for me to believe. That's why I think Wes didn't give a shit. I think
yeah,
he knew that that was a possibility and just didn't care because he thought that only does more for me. I get more popular and like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Amanda was thinking though. Like is she really so like, is she in some kind of weird hole because of her marriage ending? Or like, was she already there? Did she put herself there? Like, what is this? Is this like a like not midlife, but like quarter tri-life crisis. How old is she?
She's 34. So like her Saturn return's over. There's really no excuse. Like, what are you kind of doing in this space? And I also have this like wonder if they thought they were gonna like put out that statement and then they were gonna have like a separate sit down with Andy without anyone else around where they could actually have like answered questions and like made it more tailored to them in some way. Like, that's a thought I've been kind of having where we've maybe not necessarily with like in the Scandival sense, like they never did a sit down with Tom and Raquel. Obviously they did it at the reunion, but like when Kim Richards went to rehab again and they had a separate sit down, or like when Teresa and Joe got indicted and they had a separate sit down, like we've seen things happen like that. So I wonder if they thought like by coming out and saying that they were exploring their connection, that they were going to have a separate time to like actually go into it and create the like make sure they could continue curating that narrative.
Yeah.
Instead of having Ciara and Kyle sit across, actually everyone be like, what the fuck were you guys thinking?
What would they say? Like, there's nothing that they can say to make it better. There's nothing.
Exactly, but at the same time, it's like, why even come out? Like they had essentially as they said, they were forced to come out with some kind of statement because of all the rumors that were around. But they also like didn't necessarily like have. They went so long without saying anything and like people speculating.
I wonder if Amanda forced him to have that monogamy public.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, just her commenting
like,
on
he probably didn't want to do any of that.
Like, at the end when she was like, we're cheersing with the cookie, don't eat it yet. And everyone else had started eating the cookie. I'm like, so you're mothering him. Like, what?
His face was like, he's like, he's so over it already.
Yeah, or like her bullshit response of when they called her out for saying like act like you like me at the Yankees game, and she said it was actually a longer conversation and that was just the part of the sentence that was caught on camera. I'm like, so what was the rest of the sentence then? Because act like you like me is, I don't know how that could be like lovable in some way, or like how that could come off any better. I don't know
what reality they're living in. It's certainly not this one.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, like now summer 2026 is like here essentially, and they're going to start filming soon. Like, how do you guys see the show kind of evolving or continuing?
Miha is going to be brought on as a cast member.
I hope she does.
I hope so.
But she doesn't live in New York, right? Where does she live?
They like Texas or somewhere else, like
whatever, she can fly out.
Still.
Yeah. She can get there.
Well, also, so we don't know who's gonna be on, right? Like, is Ciara gonna be on? I thought there was like rumors that she wasn't, and they're like, no, those are just rumors. But then after that, they're like, but we haven't solidified the cast. So like, how do we know?
I think it was definitely clear from the last actual episode of the show that Amanda and Kyle specifically thought they weren't coming back to Summer House. Like Ciara and Amanda's goodbye to each other kind of felt like this was their last summer together, and then Amanda would just be on In the City. But obviously with all this other stuff happening, it's like, who is coming back? And like, I think all the new people did a great job. Like KJ absolutely needs to come back. Like, I thought Bailey. I like Dara. Why? Just because of all.
I love him, but I'm worried about him. Like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, well,
BPD
definitely
is like serious.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think the fact that he was vulnerable enough to like share what he's gone through and everything, I think shows that maybe I would understand if he didn't come back, but I love him so much that like I would love to continue watching him like grow and be open about this on the show. I loved Mia. I actually thought Bailey by the end, I was like, okay, I'm actually a fan of yours. And her calling out Ben on the reunion, I was like, okay, this is like more of this, please. Like more of this.
She won me over with that.
Yeah. And I mean, her and Levi, I feel like are a package deal, at least how they've described themselves. So,
I
like,
still
sure.
don't
Yeah.
know who Levi is.
They never showed her.
Same.
Is it Levy or Levi? Who is this person?
Yeah.
It seems like they cut out her reunion segment too.
She
Like,
was only on for like, they let Dara stay for
right.
2 and 3 and got rid of Levi pretty quickly. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the new people. I think they're all pretty good. I think maybe they thought it was going to be like how Vanderpump Rules went from, the whole cast kind of saying goodbye to a whole new cast. But obviously, like at this point, I don't think they could lose
That
all
would
of
be so
these people.
weird.
It would
So
be
weird.
weird.
I don't know if I could do that. And I didn't get attached to the new Vanderpump Rules cast.
No.
Oh no.
No. I don't know.
Terrible.
Maybe if they like have a couple more seasons, I'll catch up and like binge and something like that. But I don't know. I don't really like the idea of having a whole new cast, and I really hope they don't do that for someone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, we had that discussion too. Like Vanderpump Rules whole new cast didn't feel right, but like the Ladies of London and then calling it like the new reign or having it kind of be its own show made
Yeah,
it feel a lot better. But I think also the casting was a lot better that
yeah.
way.
Ladies of London was really good.
Oh my God. Favorite.
Yeah,
Absolute favorite.
they didn't even renew it yet, did they?
I don't
No,
know.
I don't think so. I
It
don't think
needs to be.
it will be.
better be.
Come
It
on.
has to.
Everyone loved it.
It was
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
What if they brought back everyone? Like, I don't think it'll happen, but what if they brought back, like, West, Amanda, Kyle? Like, it would just be about that whole situation the whole time. So I don't think they can
I
do
wouldn't
that.
I wouldn't be opposed to that actually. Like
Yeah.
force it would be like Vanderpump Rules season 11, like the
Mhm.
after Scandival season, and we like they have to be forced to interact with each
Yeah.
other, and like I don't know, that could be interesting. Maybe I'd watch.
I would watch it, yeah.
I mean, I'd be glued to my TV for sure. I think it would just also like, who gets the big bed now?
I know.
That's
Jesse, Carl.
God, right?
Carl. He's so tall. He
Yeah.
deserves
And
it.
both of them, I didn't realize they were both 6'5" until Lindsay said it.
And they're
my
both
God, I'm
slouched down.
No, but like them sitting next to each other and Jesse looking so much shorter is hilarious.
So funny.
So funny. But yeah, what a wild ride. I don't know. So like this bonus episode, I'm gonna watch it. You guys are gonna watch it. Like, do you expect like any real answers to come of it, or do you think it's just kind of just gonna be like the same?
I think
what
I'm
we're
most
hearing?
interested in seeing the conversation between Lindsay and Amanda.
Yeah,
I
because
think
she's telling him
West,
to leave or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
West and Kyle is going to be like throwaway because West just lies. Like he said, "Oh, I I like love her like I do." Like shut the fuck up, West. I can't believe
Yeah.
anything he says. And if anyone says like before they say I love you about me, then they can fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
His face makes me so angry now.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, Alex and I, at the beginning of this year,
No,
No,
we
you
were
guys.
both like, West is cute and endearing and we have a crush on him. Like, we totally said that and I regret it.
yeah. It's funny how much
Manipulated us.
yeah, it's crazy how much can change in a year, in 6
Yeah.
months even. Yeah,
He
because
is
at first
terrifying.
we definitely played Fuck, Marry, Kill at the beginning of the season, and we didn't even include Kyle because we were like, we know we're gonna kill him. And then at the end, we were like, wait, cannot believe that was something we actually said. Because who knew
Yeah.
this was all going to happen? It did
I
not
don't
age
think
well.
Kyle's not a good husband, but I think he might have a good heart. Like he has
Yeah.
good intentions, but his delivery just fails.
Yeah.
And that to me is more more admirable than West, who just like says whatever you want to hear and deep down is ugly and dark and has bad intentions.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Ciara said at the beginning before they kicked off the reunion that she misunderstood Kyle's actions that season, and I totally agree with that. Like, no excuses for how he acted. Obviously, he was like abusive the way he was acting, but I think he was just being gaslit so hardcore.
Yeah. Is it
Yeah.
relative abuse? Like, was he pushed to that point? Like, when we saw Amanda, like, snickering at him, like, at the table, and she was kind of egging him on. And I don't know. Again, he shouldn't have done what he did, but how much was it provoked, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, he even said at the reunion, he was like, we go 6 months or more than that of not talking about these things, and then all of a sudden we're in the house together in the summer, and it all kind of comes to a head. And even the first episode of this season, like Amanda came in hot, like ready to fight with him. Like she already angry and also showing up separately. Like we all kind of knew what we were in for, in the way of like Kyle and Amanda were gonna have massive issues, but I don't think any of us could have called this as like the outcome.
Yeah, no. What I was thinking, I actually was like proud of her when she came in because I'm like, oh my God, did I do this? I was like posting all these things like, I wish Amanda would just like man up or like dump that guy. And then she comes in with that same energy. And I was like, oh my God, yay. But I was like expecting her to dump him and just be like this thriving, single, independent woman. And she totally
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah. I think that's what we all wanted and were expecting out of her. And
that's what Wes saw and clung on to. And that's how this whole thing, who knows? I
And
think
joke's
that's how
on
it
him
started.
because now he has a clingy, whiny,
Yeah.
lazy,
stage 5 clinger.
stage
Pretend
5
you
player.
like me.
Yeah.
Also, like, we know you guys are together. Just post each other on Instagram. Like, this is so dumb now. Like, their Instagram stories, like, they obviously went to all these weddings together, and people are like, oh, we saw Amanda's phone case in a photo, but he won't post the photo with her. We're like, you guys, we know. Just, like, just man up and post it. Like, the game's over.
Oh my God, did you guys see how Wes was like, the biggest bummer about all this is that I don't get to post my B-roll photos from filming. I was like,
Douchebag.
that is psychotic.
Like, that's your biggest takeaway and you're upset here, not the fact that like your best friend was sobbing on the couch two people away from you because this happened to him. Like,
I mean, they are meant for each other. She said, I wish I could have both Ciara as a friend and West.
Yeah.
Remember she said that? Fuck that.
Such a like privileged, entitled thing.
Right?
yeah.
Right? And clearly you chose the wrong path, bitch.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well,
That's something else I wanted to say, but I forgot.
Do you think things will come out about the timeline? Like, I know, fuck the timeline, who cares? But, like, I think some shit is going to come out that proves they've been hooking up.
I hope so. I hope all the fan investigators are working 24/7 and just find the most ridiculous shit ever.
yeah.
Yeah, where's that video?
I want the Love Island fans to get on this project.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yes.
And Jennifer Lawrence, thank you for all your hard work. Like,
What did she do though? Because we already knew it was her, allegedly, but like, what did she actually do?
How did she find out which producer or whatever?
I don't know. She's just apparently some master, like, super fan. I'm sure she was like calling up her friend, like people she found out who was filming, who was working, how she could like.
I mention her in comments sometimes. I'm like, I know you're watching, J-Law.
For sure. Also, like, just such a loving when the celebrities are taking. When John Hamm was on red carpet with Ciara, and she was like, I mean, I've been better. And then he goes on Watch What Happens Live, and he's like, Team Ciara. I'm like, this is a crossover I didn't know I needed, but I did. Like,
yeah, he's been going on Bitch Slash or Garbage Slash forever talking about housewives. It's amazing. He's a great guy.
Such a fan. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's been wild. It's been crazy. Bonus episode, we'll see, but yeah.
Are you guys liking In the City?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love Lindsay. I've always been a Mother Hubbard
Me
fan.
too.
So
Same.
seeing her like actually back on TV is amazing. Also getting to see Gemma
I know, so
and like first episode Gemma just clocking Amanda in the grocery store, like the faces. I was like, you already know. Like you are your mother's daughter. Love you. Um, and I mean, Danielle is just Danielle, and it's kind of nice seeing some of those old people kind of back. And I,
Andrea and Lexi, I love them
yeah,
so.
they're so great.
Yeah, I love
Love
Andrea.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, we're also just seeing more man children, so that's
Yeah.
always.
What do you guys think about Kenny?
I mean,
Bad
it
vibes.
bad vibes.
Red flags.
Yeah.
Like doing a lot for a premiere season.
Yeah.
All these veteran reality stars. He's like, it's giving I hate men. Like,
Yeah,
whoa,
right.
bro, do you know who Lindsay Hubbard is? Like,
Chill.
I also just love Lindsay taking all of it though
yeah,
and just running with it. Like when Kenny and her name's Whitney, right? Like
yeah.
she's just like find her kind of just beige at this point. I'm like, you're kind of just there. When they're like, we're not minions of Lindsay Hubbard, and then she puts the clip up of her and her friends all like as minions doing like the Chanel number 5 stuff. I was like, this is incredible. Thank you, Lindsay. Like
No, Lindsay's so good at
She's
that
never
stuff.
tripped up. She's
she
just
really has
always
it.
on
I
it.
mean, she's right though. Like when all the stuff with her and Carl happened, she sat there, she took it, she took the heat. Like she deserves like all of this good karma kind of coming back at her for being able to handle everything. And I love seeing her on this show. I mean, I also am enjoying it because Bravo is petty and the editors are sneaky enough to be like, actually, Amanda, we're gonna need to like redo your confessionals now. And I said this to Kaisa. I hate myself for the fact that I love the top she's wearing in her updated confessional. And I was like, this is I cannot stand her, but the outfit choice was good for this. And she must
It's
have
the best. Is it
yeah.
the
I think it's
The
the
shells or
the
something.
shell
Yeah.
buttons got me. I love a shine. Like, I get distracted by shiny things. So
Well, it's not a West outfit, so I think you're okay.
it's not. I think it was because there's not a striped top and a
Yeah.
half ugly ass bun. I was like, oh,
Dirty hoodie. Like,
question about Wes? How old is he?
31.
Okay, so he's like, what generation is that? Gen
millennial.
I think he's like at.
Millennial?
I think he's
Yeah,
like
I
end
think
of
it's like
millennial. Yeah.
No way. I thought I was okay. Then why is he saying such weird shit? Like whamsy, bamsy, like what is he talking about?
He
And why
thinks
is
he's
he
cute.
weird? Oh
Yeah.
God, I hate it. I
He
hate
thinks
it.
he's
He's
cute,
a
and I think he
performative
tricked a lot of
man.
people into
Yeah.
thinking he was cute for a while,
Yeah.
I
and
hate
no.
the fucking scarves. I never liked them. Never, ever, not a single day. I thought it was so performative, trying to be cool. Like, look at me, I'm quirky and I'm cute. But it's like, you're an asshole. I
Yeah.
knew
Hmm.
that since his first season. I could see it.
I know exactly that type of man. I've had
Yep.
some in my life.
Same.
Peacocker, that's what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Peacocks.
Ew. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well,
Let me
I don't know
see.
how many more
Cock,
times we'll
cock,
see
cock.
him on the show in the city. But that
Hope not.
clip with him and Amanda and Ciara the whole time, I was just like fully cringing,
They're
feeling
like holding
disgusting.
hands, all three
Yeah.
of them. I was like, ugh, this is a nightmare.
So
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah. And to throw away that great of a friendship for that.
I mean, it ends with Amanda just being alone with her parents, kissing her
Yeah.
ass. Like, that's what happens. Like, she's not going to have anyone in her life. It's kind of sad.
I mean, she's
Trying to
always
get
wished to
dark.
have a house in New Jersey. I think she just didn't manifest it correctly with it being her parents' house.
Yeah.
So,
Whoopsies.
And change her diaper.
well, on that note, then, Jenny, thank you so much for joining us.
Me.
Please remind all of our listeners where they can find you, as always.
On social media, I'm at Bravo and Blaze, and on YouTube at Jenny Blaze.
Amazing. And guys, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, review, rate, tell us what you want to hear us talk about. We're on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you can listen to podcasts. God, it's been a while. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Crime Cocktails and BS. Have a good one and stay away from the Wes Wilsons of the world.
Yes.
Bye.